this is the finished product. Okay, I'm just going to demonstrate it real quick. 2 straps, so it can be adjusted easily. Okay, first thing we're going to do is going to take our template. Now, we made this template using just a piece of construction paper. You can use cardboard, anything. And I'm going to line it up against the bottom edge of the vinyl. And now, the way we got this curve, we were fairly conservative about the curve. We just used one based on what we felt was right. We could have gone higher, but I think it's better to leave more, leave, like I said before, leave some. Nurses can always trim it down, but nurses can't add to it. So then we'll just take the nice strong scissors. Now the nice thing about the vinyl is you don't even have to, you can actually slide the scissors along the vinyl if you want to. I'm not going to right now because apparently it doesn't slide very well when you're cutting a curve. Okay. Obviously, I just washed my hands before doing this, trying to keep everything as sanitary as possible. They're going to need to sterilize things though once they get these, because there's no way for us to make these in a completely sterile environment. So now we have the basic shape. This is the part that we're going to use with the hot glue. We're going to end up taking this piece and we're going to glue it just about a little over 1 centimeter from the top, what will be the top of the face mask, and right in the center. So there's going to be a couple of centimeters on each side. So that's why I have it like this. Now, with the hot glue, I'm going to put a bead of it along all the outer edges. This is not the world's best glue gun, so I'm kind of shoving the glue in as well with my finger. I end up using, I would say about 1/3 of a glue stick per, and then I'm just going to run a bead through the center there. And if you can see from the glue gun, it's about 1/3 of a stick per piece. So, and I'm going to take this, again, make sure it's centered, and about 1 centimeter from the top. Now the important thing on this is that we're going to staple the elastic on the inside, not on the outside of the mask, on the inside of the mask. We're going to start with the first band is going to be right at the bottom of the styrofoam. Okay. And another important thing is to make sure that the staple has the little staple parts going on the outside of the mask, because you don't want it snagging on anyone's hair or the nurse's hair nets or anything like that. So just gonna slide the stapler in there and staple one, and then bring it down, staple 2. Okay, and then I'm going to just bring this underneath, around to the other side here. We're going to do the same thing over here on the other side. Now, this time, another thing to make sure you don't do, you want to make sure you slide. You don't want the stapler to catch the band, so you want to work the stapler in between the vinyl and the band, and again staple at the bottom. That's the first set. And then we're just going to do it again for the second set, right above, like right up against that first one. So we're going to be right there with it. Okay. So it's still going to be below the foam. The reason we're doing that is when you put the elastic higher up, we discovered that it pulls the face mask up and away from the chest, which is not safe for the healthcare providers. We want to make sure the shield stays tight to the chest. And that's why it's important to staple these here as opposed to up here. You don't want to staple them up here because it's going to pull that face mask away from the body. And if they're working on a patient that's in a bed and that patient coughs or sneezes, or we don't want it going up and under the mask. So I'm going to move this around a little bit. And again, get it nice and snug right up against that last one. And that's it. That's all she wrote. We just flip these over. And Bob's your uncle. There you go. One face mask.